Okay, we're going to run through how you can integrate a new lead from RB2B, whose email address has been shared and exposed, into a Pitchit workflow campaign so that Pitchit can actively prompt that new inbound lead as quickly as possible and qualify them. So we'll essentially prompt them, get them talking, ask them the same questions that you would normally ask your inbound leads to see if they're an ideal customer profile, and then if they are a fit, to then attempt to book a meeting. Obviously, that's what our AI agents are designed to do at scale. And so this is going to be a step-by-step video on how you can actually integrate leads from RB2B straight into a campaign driven by an AI agent via email. Now, the method to do this is through Zapier. Although retention does not yet have their integration with Zapier live, they do currently have a webhook. And so you could do a proof of concept version of this that works perfectly well by going to Zapier, creating a Zap. And the trigger here that we're going to look for is called Webhooks by Zapier. And your event is going to be a catch hook. Hit continue. You skip the trigger part. And it's going to give you your Zapier webhook URL. Hit copy. And then go over to here. Paste that link into RB2B. Hit save. Go back to Zapier and give it a little bit of time, but then hit test, and it should show the most recent lead. It looks like for us it's test at test from RB2B. Great. Move on. And your action, you're going to choose Pitchit. And the event is going to be to add that lead to Pitchit. It's going to ask you to connect your account. I've already done so, but I'm going to remind everyone how to do that. In this video, you click the bottom left name inside of Pitchit, go to integrations, and copy your Zapier API key. Inside of Zapier, once it loads, you're going to paste that API key here and click yes. It will kick you now back over to Zapier, and then it'll allow you to move on to the next step where you will choose the campaign. Now, the campaign that you have created should be waiting inside of Pitchit. It should be a workflow campaign, and name it something like RB2B so that you know which one to pull in inside of your Zap. So I've got one here, RB2B, that's ready to go. Then you just basically map the name. So first name to first name, last name to last name, email address to email address. Let's see, here we go. And then if you've got company name, that's even better. Put that in there. And that's usually all that you're going to get. You could get website. That's nice. So if you got the website, throw that in there. Map as much as you can, and then hit continue, and then hit test. If you don't see any errors, it means you've set it up right. Then you can go ahead and click publish. And so what's going to happen here, let's just do a quick review. A lead's going to come through, like, for example, I was just on stage at AI4, and so Wells Fargo's vice president came to our site. Here's his email, right? After the Zapier integration's done with RB2B connecting Pitchit, what will happen is Pitchit's AI agent will immediately on your behalf reach out to this lead and start prompting them to getting them talking about your company to see if they're a good fit, and if they are, as Pitchit always does, it will then offer to book a meeting with them. And so this will be a totally seamless way to take a web visitor, discovering who they are, and then qualifying them using AI agents. So the whole thing's seamless and completely hands-free, but it also follows the value prop that Adam Robinson and Santosh talk a lot about at RB2B, which is that getting this data is valuable, but acting on it and qualifying that lead right away is significantly critical to actually getting the success and making that whole subscription at RB2B worth it and providing more revenue. So with that, without further ado, that is how you set it up, and you should be all ready to go. Thanks so much for listening.